Now, I hope this does not break your heart, but so once you hear the truth, if you are doing DeFi, you are in a very, very, very slippery zone. And you see, some of the time, because of I become a little smart around some of these projects now, I know how to invest. So you have like the high risk project, you have the mid risk project, and you have the low risk person. If you're buying Bitcoin now, you're buying the low risk project. You buy before Bitcoin moves from 100,000 to so let's see $50,000, you're probably going to have been allotted so much, it's going to make a lot of news. You're probably going to know actually. And then you're going to be able to mitigate, probably sell at $700, $800, right? To just recover some of your money and all of that. But when you're trading meme coins, boy, oh boy, you are in like the toughest zone. And if you're not careful, you are going to bleed. And you're going to bleed very bad. Like very, very, very bad. Oh boy, man. I'm remembering some events that I've traded with now, and I cannot seem to just tell you how those moments went. I've seen tokens that went from like, and let me just give an example. I'm not going to mention the exact market cap so that you don't get scared. Tokens that went from like $1 million market cap and went to like probably 10,000, 100,000, around that area in like minutes. Some of the time, you don't even have enough time to get the information before this happens. And this is because there are so many crypto scams, like so many crypto scams on the DeFi, on the side DeFi. DeFi means decentralized finance, right? And if you buy my book, 14 Days, Crypto in 14 Days, you're probably going to get knowledge of all of these things, right? So DeFi means decentralized finance. And because it's decentralized, anybody can come up with anything. Anybody can put liquidity in a project. Anybody can actually start something, can create their own token, especially with Pump Fund, with Let's Bonk, with quite a lot of all these projects now. You can actually just create a token without even writing a code. Before you had to write a code, you had to build a website, you had to do a lot of all these things. But now, you can, with just one click, you create a very useless coin. And the amazing part is that we've seen some of these projects actually go as high as $1 billion, right? And we've seen some of these projects go extremely, like, robbed. So the question now is, how do you identify a crypto scam? I think the most common scam that you are going to actually find in cryptocurrency is actually honeypot. So honeypot scam is a dishonest plan to trick victims into transferring their money to a false wallet or a smart contract. The fraud tricks users into believing they may access or withdraw a large amount of money only to discover that their money is irretrievably locked. So I'm reading directly from my book, Crypto in 14 Days, right? So how do they execute like a honeypot scam? They set up a project. They just set up an honeypot. So an honeypot is what people would literally call like a Ponzi scheme, but in cryptocurrency it's more like an honeypot because you now have an idea. You send your USDT to that project. They can tell you, for example, oh, we'll be releasing this token very soon. There was one I almost bought. I almost bought I wanted to buy like quite a lot of it. So I called back some of my guys and told them, I said, we're buying this project. It seems good. They have like good tokenomics. They have a good plan and all of that. And then we just said, all right, we're going to step over it, come back tomorrow morning, and then we're going to talk about it. And then as guys came back, we just all agreed and said we are not buying the project. Man, that was a great decision because those guys actually have not launched their token, and it's been like some many months right now. That they took in a lot of money from people and still have refused to actually launch. I don't think they blocked the Telegram channel now. That's just crazy thinking about what they do. And they had every potential for like success. Like if you're somebody that just looks around, you feel like, oh, these people are supposed to be legit and all of that. So they set up a scam, right? And the next thing they do is that they launch an advertisement, right? They do social media advertisement. They do SEO tactics. In fact, sometimes they pay influencers, gullible influencers. Some influencers prefer money than their reputation. So they pay influencers. These influencers push this project for them. And it just flies. And then the next thing you see, you put your money in, you send your USDT, you send your PTH, you send your Solana. And they tell you that once you do that, you're going to actually You connect your wallet, and then they're going to drop these projects into your wallet. Now, that is not always the case for a scam. Let me say that very clearly. That can happen for a very good project. In fact, there are good projects that have done that and that pay people well. But I'm saying that that's the same way they follow. And then they keep their eyes on the payment. You see, one of these also that they keep hyping you. So once you make a particular payment, they can like start to tell you, yo, put some more money, put some more money. And all of that to just make it be that the more money you put, the more money you get. Now, let me say this to you, and this is probably going to bust your mind a lot. The truth is that most legit projects are not even going to get out before those that have insider information buy out those projects. So if you see a project that is outside and is canvassing a lot for people to actually buy, you have to like double check, because most legit projects don't even have opportunities that many to like do a lot of advertisement for people. All right, they don't have the opportunity to start selling their projects and all of that before people just buy out, and people just buy out the opportunity to invest in that project. So what it is, after a while, they just like take that away. So let me tell you a few ways to avoid any other part comes. One, you just want to conduct thorough research before investing. You want to conduct thorough research. Most of the projects, like Binance, will do something like that, where they will tell you to stake. Bybit will do something like that, where they will tell you to stake, or maybe you just hold the project, and for holding the project, they will reward you with another project. So many of the times, big institutions do this, but many of these institutions don't even want your money. They don't want you to take your money away. They'll tell you just have it locked up in a place for maybe about 14 days, or as your time accrue, right, to just pay you for that, right? But they give you the option of like unlocking your money, unlocking your maybe USDT, your BNB, your ETH, your BTC, whatever it is that you're sticking at. They give you time, so just do that, and they could tell you very clearly you can unlock whenever you want to unlock. But the moment you find out that these people are just they don't have an identity, they don't have anybody related to them. Bitcoin was a project that worked on that. Bitcoin was a successful project that did not have an identity, no team, no communication, no proper communication, and then it's a success. Aside Bitcoin, people are now aware that this is a place to scam people, so you don't want to fall for that. Another thing you want to do is you monitor liquidity, certificate, validity, white paper for the project to check. And then you must always avoid celebrity endorsement. We've seen precedents of Nation Rocky project. Like precedents of a Nation Rocky project. You can imagine that precedents of nations are launching tokens and they are blogging people. So I think those are some of the things that you want to look at. A bulk of other things are in my book, Crypto in 14 Days. There's a link in my YouTube description that you can check to get that book. And it's just going to bless you. So it's going to teach you so much that you need to know. All right, my name is Silver Coin, and I'm just here to help you make a fortune for yourself. All right? I make you do that in the smartest way. Now, everything I've said is not financial advice. If you need financial advice, it's better that you contact a financial advisory. All right? But many of the things I'm sharing in my book are actually things that will help you to just stay safe if you can afford a financial advisory. But if you're going to make some very serious investment, I probably think that you should do that very smartly or consult a financial advisor. Thank you. Silver Coin, your unknown Satoshi.